Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Whitney Ward. We do begin with breaking news now at 5 o'clock. The House of Representatives just voting to authorize an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. Now, before now, Republicans haven't had enough votes to move ahead with that inquiry. But yesterday, Republicans on the House Rules Committee approved advancing that resolution, saying the Biden administration has been stonewalling the committee by refusing to hand over documents. The inquiry could give the majority party now more legal power to investigate Biden's family business dealings. The vote fell along party lines 221 to 212.
I'll turn it over to Chairman Jordan.
Yeah, I would just say that the House has now spoken, and I think pretty loudly, pretty clearly, with every single Republican voting in favor of moving into this official impeachment inquiry phase of our constitutional duty to do oversight. So when a majority of the House goes on record in support of an official impeachment inquiry with the power that resides solely in the House of Representatives, this impeachment power, I think that sends a message. And as Chairman Comer just pointed out, we now think this helps us get the witnesses, the key witnesses that we want. There were 3 names.
The White House has said earlier this month it did turn over thousands of pages of bank records and documents and hours of testimony, which it said rebuts the claim that it is stonewalling that investigation. And just moments ago, we did hear from local Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers on the impeachment. Here is her statement. The American people have a right to know whether or not President Biden and his family abused the power of his position to profit from foreign adversaries. She said opening a formal impeachment inquiry is a necessary step to help us get the information we need to fully and fairly assess these serious allegations. While there is no predetermined outcome in this process, no one is above the law, and I will follow the facts wherever they lead. Back here at home, brand new tonight at 5 is the price of car tabs going up in Spokane Valley. The City Council approved an increase in the tabs starting next July. KREM 2's Nathan Young is joining us now in the newsroom. He tells us just how much more people in the valley could have to pay.
$20. That's how much more you'll have to pay to renew your car tabs if you live in Spokane Valley. And it's all to help improve the roads you drive on.
This is to help take care of our, primarily our residential streets.
Last night, Spokane Valley City Council members passed an ordinance that will raise car tabs by $20.
If you walk those streets, they're so alligatored that I don't know that they'll make 5 years.
The increase in car tabs is expected to raise an estimated $2.8 million per year for road maintenance.
This has been a conversation probably in our council meeting over 70 times.
Jill Smith is a communications manager for Spokane Valley.
By maintaining these roads, we're decreasing the wear and tear on the drivers' vehicles.
Smith says the city budgets about $8 million a year on road maintenance. Money raised from car tabs will help supplement this budget.
This is good for the community because we all use these roads.
Other council members fear the increase in car tabs cost will hurt members of the community.
If you're on a fixed income, it has a disproportionate effect on your financial well-being.
The city says there are more than 140,000 vehicles that are registered in the city. And the increase will begin on July 1st of next year. If you live in Spokane Valley and your tabs don't expire until after July, you won't have to pay for the increase until you renew your tabs. In the newsroom, Nathan Young, KREM 2 News.
Nathan, thank you. Also new tonight at 5, the murder retrial of former police officer Richard Aguirre continued in court today. He is accused of killing Ruby Doss at the old Playfair track in Spokane. Today's testimony saw the defense call witnesses to the stand as they work to show flaws in the investigation. Court is set to resume tomorrow at 9 a.m. with another defense witness. The court says the trial could see closing statements as early as next week. Also tonight, we are continuing our coverage into a double homicide that happened over the weekend in North Spokane near Minnehaha Park. Spokane police now have surveillance video of that shooting. KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy has reaction from one neighbor who says it is an example of a need for more police. Shannon?
Tyler, who's a member of the Minnehaha Neighborhood Council, tells me he and other neighbors are pretty vigilant. In fact, we spoke with a couple neighbors in that area around Cuba and Cleveland who say they have turned over security video to police. But Tyler says neighbors watching out isn't enough to make up for a lack of police presence.
I think as a neighborhood council, one thing that we stress on is just having the proper infrastructure. I think that that's something that's kind of lacking right now in the city. I know I'm hoping the new administration can help us with that. But honestly, we need more officers on the road. We need more officers in the neighborhoods.
We now know the victims are 37-year-old Colton Russell and 23-year-old Kiara Morgan Wieland. Tyler says the council is thinking of their families. Spokane police also confirmed with us today they have gathered that surveillance footage from the night of the shootings. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
All right, Shannon, thank you. And starting today, Washington State Police will have an increased presence for the holidays. Extra patrols will be in effect through January 1st. The Washington Traffic Safety Commission says 740 people died on state roads just last year, and more than half involved drugs and/or alcohol. All right, switching gears to weather, we want to talk weather once again with our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo, and some sunshine that we got to enjoy today.
Wasn't it nice?
Yes.
You know how frantically I searched for my sunglasses and then found them and went, oh, who wore these last? They're disgusting. It was me. I did that to myself. 31 degrees right now, and those dropping temperatures are a sign of things to come. We're going to fall into the 20s tonight pretty easily, and those cool temperatures are going to stick around the next few mornings because of a lack of cloud cover. We get a little atmospheric mixing though. That's going to get rid of some of our cloud cover or fog early tomorrow. No, not cloud cover, fog. We do have clouds early tomorrow morning. And we do have a little bit of moisture. That's from, say, Wenatchee all the way up into Chelan. Leavenworth, you're in there. We're talking less than an inch of snow, less. And then even over Snoqualmie Pass, Summit, less than an inch of snow. Not too far from the summit, rain, and it moves quick. It's done by kind of the 9 o'clock hour and works its way out, and then we're just dry in the extended forecast. In fact, if you're not over the Cascades, you don't see anything. Next few days for us, it's overnight lows in the 20s, waking up to cold mornings, and by the afternoon, highs near 40 with a little bit of sunshine offered each and every day.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. Now still ahead tonight.